Okay, I'm gonna try and do a little video here of some fish on side imaging. Oh, fortuitous timing. We got a few right there. 1, 2, maybe 3. Small little guys off to the right. Okay. Sorry, big wake boats. It's always wake boats. All right, so if you're selected, you see this arrow here says you're selected on this screen. So you hit menu. Oops, sorry. You can just use your cursor. And you can go over here, and I'm gonna go mark and waypoint. You can hit mark twice and it'll make a waypoint. Okay, so you see that added a waypoint right over here. Now we've got a bunch. There's a lot of little pods of fish. We're probably not gonna go to that one, to be honest with you, because it's 2 or 3 little fish, not a lot there. But you'll see we're running 13 feet of water, 1.5 miles an hour here right now. There's a whole bunch of little bait fish or something there. Off on the left hand side there. When you see white streaks, like you can see these little, hopefully you can see these little tiny white streaks here, those are weeds. Okay, there's no shadow off of them, there's just a white streak, and it's streaky because I got my chart speed set at 3. One of the things guys ask are, what are your settings, right? So I'll go here, menu, and I'll go down and I'll show you this SI enhance. If you don't have that SI enhance, it's because you're set on angler mode in your main menu. You switch that to custom, and then you can actually change this a little bit. So you bring that up, you'll see I have my sensitivity set fairly high. It's a softer bottom here. Sarah's hooked up. Okay, it's off. Oh, shoot. All right, so it's a little softer bottom, so I jack my sensitivity a bit just to get that real pop. I'm also wearing sunglasses, so if you're not wearing sunglasses, you can go without that. Contrast, here, if I increase my contrast, you see it kind of dims down the main background here. You can see there's a couple little marks that show there. I like my contrast being a little bit, I just like it really bright, especially in the sunshine here. So that's sharpness. I don't use sharpness. If you do, you can kind of make it look a little more granular, and you know, I kind of like it just better like this. If you put contour mode on, that gets rid of that water column. So this black band on either side is the water. This is the boat right down here, down the middle. This is your water column, the 14 feet on this side, and then 60 feet of the bottom that way, 14 feet of water, and then 60 feet of the bottom that way, okay? If we get out of here, we'll go back in and I can show you the range, right? So we can change the range. And you can really increase it. You see it kind of fades out here once you get out. I think we're at 100 feet here because it's not very deep. So the sonar doesn't really have enough angle to get out there real far. Deeper water, you'll get a little more range. But what that does though is it does compress that image. So it makes it really tough to pick out any fish. If you're having a hard time picking out fish on side imaging, I would drop this down. I had it at 60. You could probably even go 50, 55. There's a fish right there sitting off the bottom, right below the boat. Okay, what else can I show you? I got my chart speed at 3, and then my side imaging colors, I have it set on 2. You can change it to kind of whatever color you like. I find 2 is the easiest for my eyes. That's a little dark. That's a little too 1990s neon green for me, but for me this one just kind of pops nicely. I'm used to seeing it on it. And what else can I show you? You can show your iPilot controls. So I talked about having an iPilot link. I've got an Altera on here, so I can control all of that from here. If you put that on, then you see here, if I exit, I've got all my controls over here on this side. So, you know, I can increase prop speed, I can steer, I can do all of that stuff here. Stow it, everything. Spot lock, backtrack will take you back. Cruise control you can turn on, all of that. I don't usually use this on here because I have the remote. If you do want to stow and deploy, you just hit power, and then it brings up limited options here, but it does bring them up, and you don't have to use up all your valuable real estate. The other thing you can do, if you see I've got auto chart going here. I'm just going to steer us a bit here. I'm getting a little deep. I've got auto chart going. This is all stuff I've mapped out over the years. If you want to, you can change that split. So you go here to split position, and right now it's a 60-40, but I can make that a little bit smaller so I get a little bit makes this a little bit bigger and you can see a little bit more on your side imaging. Oh, I got a fish. I gotta go, guys.